Hey fellow explorers, these are two of the best anti-theft travel backpacks from Pacsafe, the EXP35 and its bigger brother, the EXP45. This video is not sponsored, but Pacsafe did send me these bags to make this review, but I've been traveling with Pacsafe bags for the last 20 years because I love their anti-theft features and how they keep your stuff safe, provided you use the anti-theft features correctly. All right, so in this video, I'm gonna show you around these two bags, contrast and compare them, share with you the pros and cons, and let you know whether you should consider buying them or not. All right, so biggest difference between the 35 and the 45 is how much stuff you can put in each one. The EXP35 right here holds 35 liters worth of stuff. The bag at the time of making this review cost $270. The EXP45 right here holds 45 liters worth of stuff, cost $290. Overall, just a little bit bigger than the 35. Both of these will work as a standard airline carry-on. Now, these bags, they're not your standard day bag. They are not the kind of bag that you're probably gonna wanna wear when you're just like going around the town or going hiking because they're big. I should move this one over to the side so it doesn't take up as much space in the middle. But you know, you're gonna put 35 liters in here. So this thing can get pretty heavy, but it's really great to be able to put your stuff in. If you're doing a lot of trains, you're doing backpacking, you're climbing on things, and you want your hands free so you're not wheeling stuff, you can put in here. Or you might wanna wheel stuff and put a lot of things in a backpack and keep it safe because it's anti-theft. All right. So these things kind of feel and look more like a suitcase with backpack straps than they do a traditional school backpack. All right, so let's talk first about some of the anti-theft features that make these anti-theft. They've got like this metal mesh inside the bag so that if somebody's trying to cut your bag open, they can't. It just won't work. They've got similar things embedded in the straps so that if people are trying to cut the straps, it just won't work. But also, let's say you are out on the town someplace, you're eating at a street side cafe, you want to put your backpack down and not worry about it. Well, they have these like cool strap like closures where you can, here, I'm gonna move this a little closer so that you can see it right here. It's only on one of the straps of the backpack. It's on this one, and you push and turn this, and when you push and turn it, then you can push and pull at the same time, and then you can kind of like work it out right there, and you can take the strap off. And by the way, it's easier to do that when you know how to do it. Just like there's some muscle memory that when I'm doing it on video, when I'm craning over like this, it's harder. But you actually kind of want it hard because you don't want the thieves to take your stuff. And then you can find like a chair leg or something like that and loop this strap around the chair leg and then send it right back into here. And then lock it like that. And it's gonna be really hard if you've looped this around chair leg for potential thieves to take it without you noticing. If you really wanna secure it even more, there's a little loop on that bottom for a lock. Okay, the straps for your back right here have the nice straps that you can connect it at the top to make it jiggle around a little bit less. It also does stack on top of a suitcase. There's a strap to stack it on top of a wheelie suitcase here, which is nice. The laptop pocket on this backpack is back here on the back side. It has these other kind of zippers that they call self-locking zippers. So to open these, it does have a thing that you can also put a separate lock through these zippers, but you have to like jiggle them a little bit and kind of like push one up and push one down, and then you can open it up and then you can get to your laptop. Again, you might be like, Chris, it looked like it was hard to open. Sort of the purpose. You want these things to be a little bit hard to open, so it's hard for people to get to so that they can't get to your stuff without you noticing it. And right there is the laptop on the back in this little compartment. I like putting the backpack someplace where it's close to your back because that's just a good place for the weight. This has two water bottle pockets, big mesh water bottle pockets, or umbrella pockets made of a mesh on the outside. There is a top carry handle right here that I've been picking it up with. There's also another carry handle right here that you can carry with. Lots of places for you to grab this. Okay, on the front, there is a small compartment up here on the top, right underneath the Pacsafe logo. This one, just to put little quick access sort of things. So maybe you might put your cell phone in here. Maybe you might, there's a little strap to attach your keys to. There's a little RFID blocking pocket that you might put your passport in right there. It's a pretty shallow pocket there on the top. There is the main compartment right here that if we open this up, because this is a travel case, a travel backpack, it is designed, oh, it's got compression straps too. You can like put these on, and if you're like carrying like big bulky things like jackets and that, you can put these on and then cinch it down to like tighten it up so it gets smaller, but we'll take those off. And it's designed to open way up like that. So it's easy for you to put things in, take things out. What do I have in here? My daughter was playing with some stuffed animals this morning. Every time we go to a different destination, we bring back a different stuffed animal. This one came from Whistler, as you can see on his ear, right? The moose from Whistler. And this one is just, I have a good idea. Ding! I have a good idea. All right, so in this big pocket right here, just mostly a big gigantic pocket. But I put those in there also with my daughter so you could see how big that pocket was. There's one other pocket for organization up here, big enough to put a like Big Island Hawaii guidebook in, and a couple pockets up here to organize that maybe you'll put a battery bank in, a few places for pens. That's that top pocket, and then there's no other pockets in here. There's one other pocket remaining, which is this pocket on the bottom. And this is an interesting pocket. It also has this like locking zipper that you have to sort of like jiggle with a little bit to open up. And down here, there's this other pocket that I have a panda in. This pocket is ideal. The intention for this pocket is to put your dirty stuff like shoes or things like that you want to keep separated from your clean stuff that's in this pocket. But this bottom pocket, if you put things in there, it extends into that main compartment area. So like to show you, this is my hand that comes through there. So if you're gonna put shoes in the bottom pocket, then those shoes are going to extend here and you'll have less room in here. So it's not like a bonus pocket, but it's just a way to help you keep things organized or keep things clean. Okay, that's that bag. Let's go on to the next bag, the EXP45, the bigger brother. Let's arrange these things a little bit here. Okay, so this one is bigger and I would describe as more anti-theft. Oh, there's one other feature I had to show you of this one too. For the main zippers, not these little self-locking ones, but for the main zippers on the main compartment, there's this thing over here on the side that these zippers, the main zippers, these heavy-duty zippers, they have these like this little clasp that goes together, these little triangles, and then now these zippers are together, and now there's this little locking mechanism that you can turn this and slide this, and then slide that zipper on there and turn this, and now it's like, it's really hard for someone to open this because they're clicked together, they're turned into this, and so, and if you want, you can even put a lock on this right here to make it like really impossible for a thief to get into this main compartment. Okay, I say that because this bag has a similar mechanism, but the reason why I say this one is more anti-theft, this one has less external compartments, and the two main pockets that it has are both secured by that similar locking mechanism that is then further hidden or obscured by this fabric strap that goes over it. So both zippers go in a clasp that's here. You open this one up and you can see there's both zippers to both pockets. They both have that funky little Pacsafe signature triangle thing that you can put in there, and you can slide that up and then you can lock it, and then while that is clasped in, you know, you can, there's no way to get in. There's no way to get in now without first opening this and then getting through this thing, and if you locked it, getting through that. Like, I mean, obviously if this bag is unattended, like it's in your hotel room by itself, people can get into your bag. What you're really trying to do with these anti-theft bags is make it so that when you're you know, on the train, walking about the city, between the airplane and your hotel, things like that, that people aren't gonna be able to steal your stuff as you're out walking about. Or again, if you're a street side cafe, you've got it next to your chair, people aren't able to break into it while you're there and steal your stuff out of it. Or even steal the whole bag, because this one has that same mechanism to be able to take the strap off right here and put it around a chair leg and then put it back on, turn it, put a lock in if you want to. Okay, so in this little strap too that goes over the zippers, they have a little place where you can put a, they would call it the luggage tag pocket. I call it the Yellow Productions business card pocket. So there we go, we put that right there. And if we open these zippers up, we turn that, we flip this out, we flip these things over, we separate these zippers, then let's go ahead and take a look in the top pocket first. You notice it's got one handle up here, it's got a kind of a top, it's more of a side handle on this one, and this one also has another side handle over here. Because this one has this side handle, it does not have a water bottle pocket on this side. It only has one water bottle pocket on this side, but this water bottle pocket is bigger. This is a bigger water bottle pocket than these, not mesh, I mean, I guess it's mesh on the inside, but it's kind of got this fabric that covers the whole thing. It also has a similar luggage stacking thing, so you can stack this on top of your rolly suitcase. There is no back pocket for the laptop like there is on the 35. The pocket for the laptop on this one is part of this top compartment here, right here. That's where the laptop compartment is. I don't know that I love that as much as the placement on the other one. I like when the laptop can be closer to your back. This also has a big zippered compartment here on the top that has the little key holder, and then it also has the pockets there that are the RFID blocking pocket to put your passport into. Okay, that is what we've got in the top pocket. What do we get in the next pocket, which is the big luggage pocket? If I can find the zippers. All right, there they are. Let's open up the big luggage pocket. This zipper opens up way, way wide. It opens up like that. Who's in here? It's a polar bear. Again, just to show you the size of this, that's a really big polar bear. You can see this is a pretty big opening up here, really big. That's why I say it's like a suitcase on your back. It's got these little straps right here so that you can put things in, clasp it, hold them down, and then it's got like another big pocket over here. Maybe you might want to put pants or shirts or things like that, things that are big and flat that you want to keep in there. One other thing that this backpack has that the 35 doesn't, this one also has straps here at the waist. So you're gonna be carrying more stuff, it's gonna be heavier. You can put the waist straps on so that it's gonna distribute the weight even more on your back. Not distribute it from your back onto your waist. I like that if I'm carrying heavy loads. Now that we've seen everything inside and around these backpacks, let me share with you the pros and cons. First pro, oh, there's some really noisy geese that are going by right now. First pro, a lot of great anti-theft features. I mean, if you use them properly, I think you'll be pretty safe with your stuff in these bags. I say if you use them properly because I have had my stuff stolen from a Pacsafe bag. Correction, I've had the entire Pacsafe bag stolen because I was at a table in London and I just put it next to my leg and I did not use the strap to wrap around the chair. Had I done that, they wouldn't have been able to steal my bag. So that's why I say, if you use the security features properly, you're gonna be a really hard target. So I love all those features. If you've got this on your back, if I've got this on my back, I am not worried at all about somebody being able to break into it in a busy subway. As long as I've got it, I'm not worried about people being able to get into it. The second pro is they're big, so you can put a lot of stuff in this backpack, a lot of room. And the third pro is they're all pretty well thought out. Like Pacsafe as a brand has been around a long time. They've seen what works, they've seen what doesn't work, and so generally the things that are in here just kind of make a lot of sense. I also love that the backpacks have water bottle pockets on them. All right, now let's talk about the cons. The first con is that they don't stand very well. I don't know, just particularly this one because it's got that pocket that's designed for you to put stuff on the bottom. Like if I let go of this, it really has a tendency to want to fall down. This one stands a little bit better because this one's a little bit more square. So you're probably not gonna be standing these up a lot. You're probably gonna be laying them down a bit more like that places. I like that this one has 2 water bottle pocket holders on the EXP35. This one only has 1, but it's bigger. How much hydration do you like? Do you like 2 bottles? Do you only want 1? I like the placement of the laptop pocket in the EXP35. I don't love it as much in the EXP45 that puts the weight more out here on the front. And the final con is that all of these anti-theft features, they do make it a little bit more difficult for you to be able to get into the bag. As you saw me fiddling with those suitcases, that's a trade-off that you pay for making it harder for other people to get into. And the anti-theft features do add a little bit more weight. So these Pacsafe backpacks are gonna weigh more than other non-anti-theft backpacks. And specifically, if you're wondering how much do these weigh, the 35 weighs 3.3 pounds and the 45 weighs 4 pounds. Now, which one do I like better? I'm gonna tell you, I like the EXP45 better, not just because it's bigger, not just because I can carry more stuff around, but I'm not someone that needs all this external organization. Like, there's just so many zippers and so many different things to open. I feel like I'll be having a hard time getting to all my stuff. I prefer the simplicity of this one. I prefer just the 2 pockets, and I prefer that they all close in this clasp under this thing right here. I feel like in this bag, I would still be worried about people getting into maybe my smaller pocket up here, because this smaller pocket doesn't close into that one, and the smaller pocket is, I mean, I wouldn't put my passport in there because I'd be worried that's where people would take it, whereas in this one I can put my passport in there and not be worried about people getting into that zipper. Now, which one you want to get? Well, that depends on your needs and your desires, but that's why I thought it was fun to make a video to compare and review the 2 in one. Now, if you're considering a sling bag, you want something smaller, you might enjoy my review right here of the Pacsafe slings. And if you do consider buying these direct from Pacsafe, I would really appreciate it if you consider using my affiliate link in the description below, or this QR code, because every purchase through those channels, a small amount will go to help support Yellow Productions, which allows me to make quality reviews like this. All right, fellow explorers, as usual, I won't say goodbye because I'll see you in the next video.